Immigrants to this country today are way more educated on average than the Canadians who are already here.
Sometimes people are treated really badly because of the color of their skin, especially if it's not white.
White supremacy.
Systemic racism.
All white people are racist.
White supremacy is killing the earth.
How old are you?
10.
10?
Drag is a way of expression.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity
bullies,
or remorse,
racists,
or fear.
bigots,
It absolutely will not stop.
and Nazis.
Ever. Until you are dead.
CBC hates our people. CBC hates our home. CBC hates our future. You son of a bitch!
The CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, was created for a purpose: to serve the Canadian people, to celebrate us, that we exist, to venerate our heroes, to honor our glorious dead, our loved and lost, to inspire us, and to remember, to tell our stories and tell our children who our grandmothers and grandfathers were, who we are, not who you want us to be. CBC, the Canadian Brainwashing Corporation, has become a failed, rejected, unwanted presence that Canadians have already made their feelings very clear on. So much so that CBC disables social media comments and hides from the public. They siphon billions of our dollars for a service no one wants so they can pay their fat executives their six-figure salaries. Nearly 2,000 managers, analysts, and researchers make over $125,000 a year and then mock the average Canadian struggling and skipping meals to stay alive. CBC is an embarrassing, rotting, foul-smelling husk of what it once was. Don Cherry offends you, so he's gone. James Topp, a heavily decorated veteran, marches across Canada with a 65-pound bag on his back for months to get your attention and make a point. But did CBC agree with him? No, so they acted as though he didn't exist. Point made. Drag queens for children. Support for pedophiles. War propaganda, sympathy beats for actual terrorists. And when our people beg in the street for mercy through the dead of winter, it wasn't enough that they were beaten. CBC had the naked temerity to insinuate they are the terrorists and criminals. Through those years, CBC tried to tell us how to live our lives and pitted our families against each other. Many people are sick. Our healthcare system is on the brink. Highly aggressive and rare cancers are more common than ever, and everyone knows why. Every year, 10,000 Canadians die from foreign criminals pushing drugs that are so deadly, they ought to be reclassed as chemical weapons, and it's getting worse. Our government has slaughtered 75,000 Canadians since 2016 with a pathologically demented MAID program. This place has become so dark, 75,000 would rather die than go on living here. 60,000 Canadians died in World War I. We're experiencing unprecedented violence and criminality in our once peaceful cities and towns that were the world's envy. And look at them now. The roads are not safe to drive. Public spaces aren't safe to be in. Hastings, Vancouver looks like a dystopian scene out of RoboCop. Dozens of churches burned to ashes. No one can afford to live anywhere. All of our jobs are being subsidized to invaders, and politicians have misplaced hundreds of billions of dollars. How many thankless hours of our families' lives have these politicians misplaced? Our standard of living is plummeting down head first. And amidst it all, these multimillionaire politicians who CBC adores so much have never missed an opportunity to give themselves a pay raise. Every year, only in Canada, will you get a pay raise for failure. Ask the leadership of the RCMP. Now Ottawa wants to confiscate firearms, censor the internet, and silence complaints, and impart life sentences on anyone who does complain in an effort that makes Vladimir Putin appear restrained and reasonable in comparison. What is happening in this country? And what is CBC doing? Busy with a non-stop fetish campaign, singing the praises of every foreign group of people on earth, while they lecture us about how shameful and selfish the Canadian people are. How we need to give more, tolerate more, sacrifice more, apologize more. Where is our apology for Afghanistan? You son of a bitch! Apologize for that! Apologize! Apologize to the abused and forgotten Canadian families that gave everything for a lie that you helped carry! You lied! And they're dead now! We trusted you! Our home is unraveling, and a dark cloud hangs heavy over the nation from the Atlantic to the Pacific. I've traveled it, and I've witnessed it. The rundown homes, boarded up shops, streets in disrepair. I see the quiet depression on the face of everyone trying to grin and bear it, trying to put up a brave face. The stiff upper lip of our ancestors, as a Canadian has always done. This country is dying. Our people are dying. Canadians are being wiped out and replaced as fast as they die. And where was the great Canadian Broadcasting Corporation when it all happened? Cheerfully stuffing their faces, filling their pockets with the blood money of the dead, talking to and about themselves so loudly and so happily that it drowned out the screams of the dying. CBC has failed us all. Young and old, poor and poorer, they failed us all. And they liked it. The Canadian people achieved many great things before CBC ever came into existence, and they will long after it's gone. CBC needs Canada. Canada does not need the CBC. Canada first!
Please fight back!
Stand on guard!
All lives lost!
Canada first!
Please